Hi, it's Stacy with So Steady, and we are here live today with the amazing Saridity. And
Yeah.
today, Sarah, you have created such an amazing book. We were just sitting here telling each other how much we absolutely love this book. um, but the colors, and I mean, that's one of the reasons why I've just always loved everything that you've produced, is that it's just absolutely stunning. So, Sarah, I wanted to do today is kick it off by just kind of reminding everyone that we have this amazing giveaway that is going to include some of the tools that they can use in creating a couple of the quilts that are in this book or
Yes.
helping with creating the quilts.
Yeah.
And so we have that giveaway is actually on our blog page right now, and so I'm going to go ahead and post a link to that. And what I want to do is I want to tell everyone, in order to enter to win this giveaway, what you need to do is you need to share with us which of these gorgeous quilts we're going to highlight, because there's actually 15 quilts in this book. Which of these gorgeous quilts that we're going to be highlighting today, which is three of them, you would love to do a quilt along with Sarah in. So, um, enter to win by just letting us know which of these quilts you're most excited about. And I'm going to post the link to do that right now. And then we're going to go ahead and just walk through, give you some highlights that you're going to learn in the book. And then we're going to go ahead and and show you which of those various quilts as well. So, Sarah, I'm going to let you talk a little bit about the creation of the book and kind of why you created it the way you did. And then we can dive through and look at those book highlights.
Perfect. I am going to let everyone know who does not know already. I had jaw surgery and I can't smile, so I'm not angry. I'm numb. So that's why I'm not emoting the way I typically do.
Well, you still look really happy, so you're good.
I'm very marshmallow face.
Yeah.
So this is the book. It's Rainbow Quilt Color Method. And so it's 15 patterns, like Stacy said, that take you through using all sorts of different combinations of colors, but mostly I wanted it to be rainbow. I've wanted just a happy rainbow collection for the longest time, and it finally came to life. And there's everything in here from super beginner small blocks, charm squares and mini charm squares, to jelly rolls, into some more intricate foundation paper piecing, but then also a little English paper piecing and applique and all sorts of tips and tricks. If you don't like English paper piecing, I've told you how you can do it without ever English paper piecing at all, just by using adhesive and top stitching. So the three quilts we're going to look at today, in fact, let me just show you. How about that one picture at the beginning, Stacy, where it shows all 15, sort of what they can look forward to in the book. So this is inside, and it gives you like a quick little glimpse at all 15 of the quilts that are in here. I love that. Yes, I love it. So going to the first quilt that we're going to talk about, I'm skipping through to a few. This one is called Tutti Frutti. And most of the quilt names even are very colorful and yummy and friendly, and I love them. So Tutti Frutti, and I think we can see it here. There we go. It uses, I believe I wrote it to work with layer cakes. I've now done, yes, we can do that. This is a layer cake friendly pattern, which I love, in that so many of us love fabric collections, but we don't know what to do getting the whole fat quarter bundle. So getting a layer cake or a jelly roll seems to be the safer bet sometimes. But then what do you do with them? So with Tutti Frutti, how about I just grab the quilt to show you? Tutti
I would
Frutti
love
is
that.
entire layer cake, but you also end up with a little bit of extra usable that I ended up using on the binding in this one. So this is Tutti Frutti. And it's just a fun play on different color combinations. I kind of feel like it has a little bit of like a fun circus or carnival vibe to it. And this is a really, really, really good size. This is a manageable lap quilt, so or a coverlet on your bed. It's not way too big at all. And then you can see how the binding, we just used the extra strips from this one. And so I've already started working on another Tutti Frutti quilt. So I want to show you how my layer cake works out. So here are my layer cake pieces right there. And here's all my extra that I have that I can save because I don't throw fabric away. I save everything. So I have these chunks that I can use.
I love it.
Full nice strips that I can use as well. So while you use a lot of the layer cake to your advantage, you also have enough left over if you want to do, scrappy binding or save it for other projects down the road. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know that these sections are big enough to work with another pattern in the book named Star Blossom.
Ooh,
Just
okay.
saying, just saying. And I kind of feel like Tutti Frutti might need some cutting templates since there's only 2 shapes. What do you think?
I think they do. So we have got so many amazing tools that are going to be coming out with this book. And this book we have on pre-sale on our website right now, guys. So it doesn't actually release until July 3rd. So all of the pre-sales are happening. And again, this has got 15 different patterns in it. What So Steady is going to be offering for many of these patterns is cutting tools. The book includes paper shapes. Is that right?
Yes. So in the book, you have everything you need if you just want to cut out your own templates from cardboard or mylar sheeting, that type of thing. I much prefer having actual acrylics because it's just safer for me. But that's me. So your templates are all in the book and they tell you at what scale to print them out. But I don't want to use paper personally. I want cutting tools.
Yes, exactly. And so the
Yeah.
Tutti Frutti page I have pulled up again. So when we talk about cutting tools, those are those 2 pieces that we're showing on the screen right now. Those are the 2 pieces that would be coming as a cutting tool. Is that right?
One of them would be the A piece that you see there, that big triangle.
Okay.
And then the other
Okay.
one would be essentially a half triangle, but it has the built-in, it would be like this. It would have the
Oh
built-in.
yeah, I
Uh,
see it.
yeah. So it's just those
Okay.
2 pieces because then this wing can be
Yeah,
flipped over to do the other side, and they all have the
perfect.
notches built in so that way you can align your corners and make sure everything is always going to give you a perfect fit.
I love it. So
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna post there was a question that came in. Someone was curious how much the book costs. And so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the opportunity on our website right here. If you do want to go ahead and purchase the book. I'm going to post a link to it. It is just $22.99 right now. Again, we're taking pre-sales for the book itself. And so that's something that you can go ahead and purchase. And then those are going to be shipping out on July 3rd.
And
Um,
FYI, they might ship out sooner. I just talked to Fox Chapel earlier today, and they said they're expected anytime. So we could have these in our hands in the next couple weeks.
oh, that's so
Mhm.
exciting. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so this is one of the quilts that we are offering the opportunity to do a quilt along with Sarah on. And then should we show them the next one, Sarah?
Yep. So Tutti Frutti. Here you got it.
Okay. Tutti
Okay.
Frutti, here it is. You know, that's the other thing that I love about you, Sarah, is you come up with the funnest names for everything.
I mean, they're just for fun. You know what? Before
Yeah.
we move on, I do want to add one thing. So, not that everybody loves rainbow, and I'm okay with that because believe it or not, if you knew me in my private life, I'm the gray and pale pink girl.
Yeah.
But every quilt, it is shown in the rainbow. but I also give secondary versions of different fabric combinations, so that way you could have like a holiday, a Christmas theme,
Oh,
a
sure.
patriotic theme, a monotone, monochromatic type idea, because not everybody loves rainbow, and I'm okay with that, because at home, I don't either. At home, I like, pinks and plums and aqua.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, all
Well,
right.
I have to say the colors definitely speak to me because I love bright, shiny. Maybe it's because I live in Oregon where half of the year it's kind of gloomy and dark out, and I need the bright, shiny to make me
Well,
happy.
I have felt like I've been living in Oregon the last week, as much rain as we've gotten.
Yeah.
But my flowers are doing awesome, so I can't complain.
Yeah, that's true. We are getting some bright and shiny right now with spring,
Yeah.
so.
Okay, how about we show double dip next?
Double dip next.
Hmm.
All right, look at
So
that.
double dip is curves,
Oh my goodness. I
but
love it.
but they're very doable and attainable curves. And lucky for everybody, So Steady is already making the cutting templates for this quilt. And I designed the templates to have built-in fudge factor. So even if you're new to sewing curves, which in the book, by the way, I go through a whole couple pages where I give you tips and tricks and the ability to learn how to sew curves a little more easily, easy, just to do them better. How's that?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's really cool and really helpful. Um,
Yeah.
I look at this quilt and I think to myself, how in the world would you ever make this? Like it just looks like it just would be very
So
challenging. So I want you to tell me
I'll
how easy it is. It says confident beginner, and I'm like, how could I be a confident beginner with this?
So the pots themselves are not teeny tiny. You're working with like a 5-ish inch area. So charm squares are attainable to do. And when you have the templates, in fact, I'm going to grab my templates to show you. When you grab the templates, you'll see that they have extra seam allowance built in, which is great because then when you're trimming it down to the right size, you have wiggle room. And I even talk in the pattern about where to align your rulers for cutting so that you can use that wiggle room to your advantage and have a perfect 1/4 inch or a quarter circle with
Okay.
the seams coming up where they're supposed to meet and go
Mm-hmm.
seam allowances. So here, let me hold this guy up. He's a big one.
Okay.
Say this is a really nice twin bed coverlet, but a really
Oh yeah.
comfy.
Wow.
Let's go to the
So
other.
in this book, I mean, this book is called Rainbow Quilt Color Method Book. So what you're teaching is a lot of it is potentially the layout of placing colors next to each other.
Yeah, and it doesn't go into heavy detail with each quilt, but at the beginning, there's a good introduction on how to choose fabrics based on what color family they're in, giving the ideas of shade and hue and tone and tint.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, if you use fabrics like what I'm using, then you can follow the guide for placement. But it also, just by going through all the patterns, you kind of get a better feel for what colors can transfer to the next color. Or even if
Yeah.
you look at the cover quilt, if you look carefully, you'll see, ooh, there's my light shining on it. You'll be able to see, how you do have the rainbow fade, but then if you look closer, there's like backup colors that support each of the
Yeah.
main rainbow.
It's just stunning. And I do think that I think it's really, really helpful to have a guide because, like probably I'm like a lot of people. I just want you to tell me how to do it.
I get
I'm
that.
like,
It's I appreciate that because I like telling people how to do it because then that means I can figure it out on my own.
exactly. So you have a really cool little guide here. It has your fat quarters and your half yards. And
Mm-hmm.
you're taking us through the options for being able to kind of color scheme wise, how you would kind
Right.
of combine those. Is that
Right.
how that works?
Yep, exactly. And I will
Mm-hmm.
be posting on my Saridity social media, which will end up Instagram, Facebook, and then linked into my webpage. I'm gonna post the comparable Bella solids for what I used in the book. So that way you have an idea. And if you don't use Bella and you prefer Benartex solids or Art Gallery
Mm-hmm.
or Kona, which I love them all, they're all great. Then that way you have sort of the baseline for
Options. I love
use.
it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I will get that put up in the next week. Just
Okay.
a post of that where I'll have all the colors listed for.
Perfect.
Yep.
So fun. Well,
Yes.
I think that Double Dip looks beyond confident beginner, but I'm sure you're going to make it seem so easy.
I promise it is. And since we're talking about double dip and the templates, there is another pattern out that uses the exact same template. So people could get a twofer. And technically,
Oh, yes, and we have that available.
yeah.
And technically, we have the chance to win a couple of tools. So, you have the chance to win the double dip cutting rulers, and if you enter to win the giveaway, or the Lotus and Pebbles template set. And
Oh,
so, what we're kind of doing is we're giving you tools like depending on what you're most excited about. If you're most excited about cutting this out with some really great tools that are going to help you cut it out quickly, then we have the double dip and the Posy Patch cutting tools. And I'll post a link to that because it's kind of, they're one and the same exact
yeah, they're
set.
the exact same. It's just a different quilt name, and everything says on the packaging. So I have the double dip. No, I have the Posy Patch packaging here. I'm going to show you this in a second. But on the
Okay,
back, that
perfect.
you can use these templates with double dip and 2 scoops, which 2 scoops has not been loaded up and available yet. But here's a sneak peek of it, not quilted and not done. But this is 2 scoops.
Oh, that's cool. So you're using the same cutting templates for 2 scoops too.
Yes, sure am.
Oh my gosh, and they look so different.
Isn't that crazy?
I love it.
So this is 2 scoops, and that will be available, I'd say, by June or July at the latest, because it is ice cream inspired.
Okay. And is that pattern in the book as well?
This one is not. This will be a
Okay.
freestanding pattern. This is not in the book, and neither is this other one I'm going to show you, which uses the exact same templates. And this
Okay.
pattern is currently available with your local quilt shop, or it will be loaded up in my shop for a digital download. And this is Posy Patch.
Oh, look at that. Posy patch, guys. Ah, I love it.
And this one actually will be kitted with all the fabrics you need. So as soon as this collection ships, which is anytime this month, then there will be kits for Posy Patch that has everything
Yeah.
you need right here. But it's the exact same template.
So gorgeous. How fun is that?
Isn't that fun?
It is, and it's the same cutting template. So you're going to be able to get these cutting templates and use them for so many different things. So
Mhm.
that is just like I said, it's just one of the items that we're giving away. The other item that we're giving away has to do with cutting all of these tools out or the quilting.
The
So
quilting,
the
yeah.
Lotus and Pebbles
Here's
is
part
used
of
in
it.
doing a lot of the quilting.
Yep, I have this piece is downstairs with my long arm, but this is Lotus and Pebbles, and this is truly one of my favorite rulers ever. I say that about all of them, but really I love this so much because you can get perfect 1 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1/2 inch little pebbles. But then this onion shape, this lotus shape, it's so much fun. It is so much.
Oh, it is.
And one of the quilts in the book is quilted with this ruler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are we gonna show that? Should we show that one next then?
Well, that's not the one that I'm going to show. It's the one that I will be quilting to show later this year for it. But let me grab a quick page of it so that way at least I can show it the picture.
Okay.
How's that?
I love
So
it.
this one is
That's
using
perfect.
Lotus and Pebbles in the art collection. This is Star Blossom.
Okay.
I love this quilt so much. In fact, when I designed the Lotus and Pebbles quilting ruler, this quilt had already been plotted out in my head. So this is what, 5 years ago that I had this quilt
This is
designed.
so gorgeous. I love it.
So then, yeah,
Oh.
one more, don't we?
We have one more. So what we're doing is we're showing you the 3 different quilts that we are gonna say, which of these would you love to do a quilt along with Sarah in? So again, this is the Rainbow Quilt Color Method book. There's 15 different patterns in this quilt. We are currently rolling out cutting rulers and quilting templates and embroidery designs to help you in finishing these quilts. But we can't do everything at once, guys. So, what we're saying right now is grab your book because you're going to absolutely love having this to be able to be inspired by all of the opportunities for quilts. And then we're going to have, and we currently already starting to have, cutting rulers and quilting designs and embroidery designs that are going to be accompanying all of these. So,
Yes. I've got some really fun designs planned. And
oh, okay. So the final one.
so
Yeah,
here's the final quilt. It
the
is called
final quilt.
Roulette.
I absolutely love this. And you're seeing some of the quilting designs on there. So, keep that in mind as we're talking about embroidery and rulers, because we have quilting templates that do all of these designs too, guys. So you are going to have so much opportunity for being able to really enjoy um, tools and all of these amazing designs with what we're going to be giving away here.
Here, let me grab the one that we quilted to show some
Okay,
designs that we've got.
let's see it.
So here is
Oh my gosh, isn't that
the
stunning?
colors, and then we'll rotate.
Rotate.
Into the
And maybe
quilt.
can you come a little closer to the screen so they can see the quilting designs? There it
Absolutely.
is.
Yeah, let me get up close.
There it is. So you can see some of the feather quilting designs in there. And then if you go down, there's like a lot of arc designs. And so just
The
all
art,
kinds of quilting happening there.
the
But
paradigm 60-degree ruler. It works perfectly with the 60-degree triangles.
look at all that. Okay, so someone asked a great question a little bit ago.
Okay.
They said, are there kits?
There are not kits yet, but I know someone who has every single color of the Bella solids that you might need that perhaps she could kit it for you.
Well, we are working on putting together some kit options.
Yeah.
And so just keep that in mind as we move forward.
Yeah,
We're going to be obviously looking at offering a quilt along. And so by the time a quilt along comes around, we'll absolutely have some kit options for you for
for
the
sure.
fabric and the tools and kind of give you options to be able to get all of these
Yeah.
gorgeous things ready
I want to
for a quilt
show
along with Sarah.
I want to show the follow-up quilt colorway for Roulette because it's gorgeous in the rainbow, hands down. But what
Yes.
if you did it like an actual roulette wheel?
Oh my goodness.
Wouldn't
The
that be
gambler
amazing?
in your life.
I know. And I keep thinking, like, if you had a game room or something, if you had this
Yeah.
ball and you had like the dartboard in the middle or something like that, it
Oh,
would be
that's so
so
fun.
cute.
Yeah.
Now I need a game room.
Yeah. I love it. You're too busy doing everything else. You're not allowed to be
I
focused on
know. It's like
gaming.
Pinky and the Brain. We have to take over the world.
Well, I just absolutely love these quilts. And yeah, so they said that this one is so much prettier than the one on the website, but I think the one on the website is just because it's the full quilt and there's background around it, you just don't get to see it as close up.
True. And this one I actually ended up using, instead of just 16 colors that spin and fan out, I
Mhm.
used 32. I used 64 colors. in this
Oh
one.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, let's take a look at
Out
the
in
one
this
on the
one.
website again
Yeah. So see
because
in the center,
obviously
pastel in
there's
there, level 2 colors here, level 3 colors in the big wedges, and then level 4 colors are out in the background. It
oh
was,
my
I'm
goodness,
not
yeah.
gonna say it was easy because I always print out a blank sheet and I end up coloring it in. So,
Mhm.
you have to have your blueprints. When I make it again, which I'm going to, in fact, here are my 16 solids that I have chosen. I am going to make it with 16 and I'm going to do it the way I intended.
Mhm.
Doing 64 got a little hairy.
I bet. Yeah, someone actually commented. They said, "How about a small roulette first?"
Yeah, a small one. And then I even shrunk down the templates. I just shrunk them down and I did it baby sized.
Yeah. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it.
So you can totally shrink it down. The book will say, print this at 100% or print this template at 110%, whatever. And they all have the
Yeah.
guides to check if you're printing correctly. But if you printed it, I don't remember what I did at this one, like
Yes.
30% or something, like totally crazy, but it worked out.
It worked out perfect. I
Hmm.
love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so just as a comparison, because we were, talking about the 3 that we're gonna be highlighting
I
and giving you a
love
chance to do as the
it.
quilt along.
So different.
And so we have, of course, the Tutti Frutti, the double dip, or the roulette. And
Mhm.
so the roulette, it definitely doesn't go as dark. You're right. I see that difference now. So this is just the 16 colors on the page.
16, correct.
Okay. And then you did a lot more on.
I did a second quilt and a third.
Mhm.
And we're going to do a fourth one that's back to just 16. But these 16
Okay.
are more saturated and less
Oh, look at that. Okay, great.
yeah, so these are going to be nice and saturated. And these all sort of fall in the tertiary color range,
Mhm.
which at the beginning of the book I talk about your primary, secondary, and tertiary colors and how
Mhm.
you have like colors that go together and um just everything to be able to tell your own color story. But I tend to
Sure.
gravitate towards those weird third level colors that, like this one, it's pukey green, but I love it so much.
Yeah, no, I think that you can really make those work, especially when you're putting them with such other bright colors.
And then we've
Yeah.
built some of the quilting designs that we've come up with the embroidery patterns. If you choose, funky, fun thread colors to really pop or matching thread colors that sink in, you can totally
Yes.
change the quilt just with the quilting itself.
Yeah, I agree. I will tell you, everyone is super excited about the fabric kits. So they love the idea of being able to buy the fabric kits and have them all with exactly the colors that you have chosen.
I
So
think I know someone who can make that happen.
yeah. So we're working on it, guys. Stay tuned for that. Right now, we're suggesting this would be a great time to get your book on order so you can have it ready. And you're going to be entering to win 2 of the tools that we're going to be highlighting in the potentially the quilt along that you choose. But then also the opportunity to when maybe one other thing. Do we have one other thing we're going to give away today? Did we suggest that?
I have, you know what? Where did I put it? And then I can show you. How about this? Somebody today,
Okay.
and it will just be a random drawing, but you have to comment with what your favorite color combination is. How's that?
Oh,
I will
okay.
send someone,
So if it's rainbow or if it's more of like the earth tones, is that what we're saying?
yeah,
Color
or they love
combination?
blues, or they like patriotic, vintage red, white, and blue.
Oh,
Just, anything like
okay.
that, what color family, what color story you would want to tell. And
Okay.
we will choose someone and I will mail them one of my other not in the book patterns that's printed out already, as well as a little mini charm pattern card for using. Oh, hey, look at this. Look at this. How about a little rainbow charm
Oh, that's
pack?
perfect. Get a tiny little charm pack.
And this fabric has not even shipped out yet, y'all. This stuff is way.
Okay. So I think that that's important to know that Sarah she is a quilter in a lot of different cool ways. She's got her own fabric line. So you want to tell us a little bit about your fabric line that you recently released because this is
Sure.
it.
Yeah, so this is it. This one is called Rainbow Spice. It is with Moda fabrics. So if you're familiar with Moda, you know how nice the cotton feels and how well everything prints out.
Hmm.
This collection is meant to be, that spicier, more bold and saturated color range. It is still rainbow, and there is a dark chocolate brown as well as like a cappuccino latte color,
Okay, cool.
as well as an off-white that is just so pretty. I love these colors so much, and that's what I was showing with the Posy Patch quilt. That is this collection. So this collection will be shipping anytime. I'm waiting to hear that it has arrived to the United States for us to ship out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
I
I
love it.
mini charm pack and a little pattern card to go with,
Okay, cool.
and a printed pattern to somebody.
So that's just like a bonus giveaway that's happening today, guys. So the giveaway that we're doing with the tools is going to be kind of going on until May 29th, where we're going to be doing another live. And we're actually going to be doing a live with Pam Varner, who's going to be teaching, highlighting a class that she has. And then we're going to be announcing the winners to the giveaway as well. And there's our roulette. Okay, so just as a reminder, you are deciding which of these three quilts, Tutti Frutti, Double Dip, or Roulette, you would love to do a quilt along with Sarah. And that's those three are part of her Rainbow Quilt Color Method book. And that's again, that's the Tutti Frutti quilt. Look at those, that fun quilt. And that one is a beginner quilt, is that right?
It really is. It
Yeah.
really is because it's just easy cutting out, easy assembly, and as long as you can look at a ruler and cut the way I tell you to, you're fine. And then
So, so pretty.
yep,
I
and then
love it.
double dip, I would say confident beginner because it is curves, but they're not scary
Mhm.
curves, I promise you, because I don't like curves, but I make myself do them because you kind of have to.
Yeah.
And then roulette is kind of a big toss up of everything. It has traditional piecing. It has very forgiving curves that you don't these are nothing scary, I promise you. And it works with some foundation paper piecing a little bit. But again, it's really large scale and very easy and achievable. Trust me, it's not teeny tiny and hairy scary. So it kind of has a mix of a lot of things in it.
So roulette, it's saying is an intermediate,
Yeah,
and
it
the finish
definitely is.
size in the book is a 60 by 78 quilt.
As you can see,
Um,
large.
it yeah, it's a big quilt, guys. So you said it's an extra large twin, is that right?
Um, I'd say twin-ish, and I'm
Okay.
not even looking at actual defined sizes, but that one you could put on a twin bed. Double
Well,
dip
and
would
then
be the large.
I would even like to suggest that we want to know which of these you'd like to see as a quilt along, but let's just be clear, like we would love to do multiple quilt alongs with you guys, right?
I mean, there's 15 patterns. I feel like at least 14 of them.
And we could be doing this for years. So
And knowing me, I will be.
yeah.
So
I love it. Okay,
yeah.
so there's the double dip.
And this one's
Excellent.
definitely like a very oversized. Two people can snuggle under it. Good for a twin size. Um, Extremely cozy if you want to take one with you when you travel. I always take a quilt with me when I end up in hotels. It just makes me feel a little bit more normal.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I mean, it should pack okay, maybe one extra suitcase.
I mean, I
Or if you're like my daughter, you'll just wrap it around yourself when you get onto the plane, right?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes.
I love it. Well, these are all absolutely gorgeous quilts. This is going, oh, so yes, we have someone that says yes, multiple quilt alongs. How about one per quarter? One per quarter. You can do that, Sarah.
I feel like that's doable. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
for sure. I had a thought too,
Well,
just because I feel like in a giving mood. How about if anybody wants to order any of my quilting rulers, which
oh,
there are 7 ones from which to choose. We talked about Lotus and Pebbles.
Lotus and Pebbles.
2 others here with me, the Paradigm 60-degree set, and then the Arc Collection, which is 4 different arcs that are really fun. I would say between now and May 29th, if anyone contacts me directly, I will give them 20% off.
Ooh, okay. I love
How's that?
it. And we
Yeah,
we do have those on our So Steady website. Do you want us to offer that special on the website as well?
sure. Yeah, might as
Okay,
well.
perfect. So we're gonna do Lotus and Pebbles, and this is gonna be um, the one of the items that people give away, and then we're gonna have the you said the paradigm?
Any of them, honestly,
Oh,
because
all of them.
yeah,
Wow,
7
that's
different
incredible.
ones. If they want to take advantage, that gives them what, about a week? Week and
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I'm okay
love it.
with that.
Okay.
Happy May.
We're just having so much fun. What else can we give away? And no, I'm
And you
kidding.
get a car. And you get a car. I wish I could see.
Um, no smiling. Oh, in case you weren't here at the beginning, Sarah explained that she just recently had jaw surgery, so her smiles have to be limited right now.
Yes, my
Uh,
husband is not there.
yeah. Well, we're very excited to be able to bring you guys all of this gorgeous eye candy and the opportunity for you to be part of this as well through the purchase of this gorgeous book. It's releasing on July 3rd, maybe sooner. According to Sarah, we might have an opportunity to get it sooner.
That's what
And
I heard.
then Saridity she has an entire collection on our website. So you definitely want to go check out what she has in line. Many of the Saridity rulers are they were kind of well, Sarah, what you may not also know about Sarah is that she is a long armor. So she has been creating and doing long arm quilting for a very long time. So a lot of these rulers are very long arm friendly, which is awesome.
They're
But they're
long arm
also
friendly, but also domestic quilting friendly because I
yes.
wanted them to go from one to the next because I use both, honestly.
Hmm.
And I don't like some rulers that are so small that I feel like my long arm is going to eat me alive. And I don't
Yes.
like some long arm rulers that are so big that I feel extremely too overwhelmed trying to take a
Yes.
large size ruler to my domestic machine. So these are great. They're all, not a single one is over 9 inches in length. And even the waves, I mean, they're very, very, they're lovely to work with. They all are. I
They
love them.
are. So if you go in to any of her rulers, which I'm showing on the screen right now, you're going to see that you can choose all the sizes, and then you can choose the full set, or you can choose each and every different ruler separately.
Right. Because
So
you have multiple rulers that you may not want all 5 wave rulers. You might just want
exactly.
2.
So all kinds of options in here. Sarah made an announcement. We're doing 20% off. So give me a second and we'll get that updated.
And that's just on, I would say that's just on quilting rulers.
And
And
just on the rulers, and that's just going through, you said for the next week and a half?
until the 29th when we do our other.
Oh, yes, when we do the giveaway. Okay. Well, we'll put the announcement on the blog giveaway page as well. And then again, we're going to be choosing a winner for the free gift that we're doing today, which is going to be the charm pack
With a
from
little mini pattern and another printed pattern that I have.
her yet to release fabric collection. That's there it is. Let me actually show you. Why don't you do the little, yeah, there you go. That, and then you're going to get a pattern card for that as well. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Um, I, gorgeous. Look at that charm pack.
Colors are so pretty.
And then we're going to be doing a full giveaway for the Posy Patch cutting rulers as well as the Lotus and Pebbles quilting templates. And that's going to be happening on the 29th, where you get to tell us which of these you're most excited about doing a quilt along. And then
Which
maybe on
one
the
I
29th, we'll have an idea of when we would be able to kick off that first quilt along.
Perfect. Yeah, I
That could
totally know
be.
which one I want to vote for.
Okay. Well, we're gonna let you know which everyone else voted for, but I have a feeling it's
Can't
probably the
wait.
same. Yeah.
Right.
And again, why don't we go ahead and just kind of do a little reminder of all of the gorgeous quilts that are in this book,
Okay.
because I think we showed just those three, but
Yep.
just remember there's 15 quilts in this book. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the
Perfect.
page
There you go.
here.
Yeah, that's
And
amazing.
so here are all of the quilt patterns that are part of this book, guys.
And
So,
there are, so that very first one, that's the very top left, that's
mhm.
so easy beginner. It works with half square triangles and you can't go wrong with that one. And it is the perfect baby or child size. It is just the cutest little thing and I love it so much.
Are you talking about Luminous?
No, Eden.
Eden, this one right here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Yep.
That does not look easy.
No, it really is. And it's all about color placement. That's all
Yeah.
it is because it's half square triangles and then putting them in the right order.
Oh my goodness. And ribbon candy. Oh my gosh, that looks incredible.
Ribbon candy is so much fun. Oh my goodness. I have another one of those made up ready to quilt and I love it to death. It's so pretty. And it works with
Yeah.
jelly roll strips.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have, let's see here, we have Fun Dancer, which I could see
Fan
that being
dancer. Yeah,
quilted.
fan dancer.
Oh, I see that being quilted with a Baptist fan, and it would be incredible.
Wouldn't it? I wonder if
Mm.
I'm working on something like that. That has fun little other shapes in there.
Oh, someone wants to know if they can get a book signing. So we might have some books signed by you, Sarah. Maybe,
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. And I mean, yeah. And yes,
Yeah.
we'll figure it
Okay.
out for sure.
Perfect. And then we have the amazing Luminous, which is kind of a loom quilt,
Right.
basically. It
So,
looks like a loom.
right. So the luminous, it makes me think back to those little woven pot holders we made as children.
Yes.
And that's what the whole vibe was. And so then it talks about, what your weft and warp are when you're actually weaving. And
Hmm.
the alternate colorway is super fun. It looks totally different.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just awe-inspired by all of these. I mean,
They're
I think with
super
the
fun.
color, but it's definitely would be hard for me to choose just because I
Oh,
love
I
them
know.
all so much.
Well, wait
I'm
till you see Kaboom when I do it in my red, white, and blue, like a fireworks. ver-
okay.
it totally changes, and it's still just the
Oh,
coolest pattern ever.
wow. I bet.
And
And
then lastly,
Kaboom is 80. 80 is which one? Kaboom,
I
Kaboom.
can't
Where are
see
we?
that close because I have 43-year-old eyes,
Oh, it's right here.
but I can't read what the number is. Yeah, there's Kaboom. That one's Kaboom.
There's Kaboom.
Yep. The very last one, the medallion called Sweet
Yes.
Tooth. This one is so much fun. It includes bits and pieces from some of the other quilts that you've already made in the collection or have seen. So you see Fan Dancer and Tutti Frutti out in the outer borders.
Okay.
Star Blossom is in the very
Oh,
center.
yeah.
Trickle, or the little flying geese going around that inside border.
Mhm.
And then, granted, it's not the same scale, but like using all the little small squares kind of lends back to Luminous and Funfetti.
I love it.
So it's super
So
fun.
fun. So it's kind of it brings it all together.
Hmm.
So I had a question come in. Someone said, which one is the easiest? She's going to be leading a small group of beginner quilters.
The very easiest, I would say, go with either Eden or Tutti Frutti,
Okay.
or Funfetti, because
So
Funfetti is it's in the very top. I can't read what page that is. 14 maybe.
Funfetti, it's this one right here. It's
Up
this middle
top, yeah,
one.
yep, it's that.
Yeah.
And Funfetti, it's jelly roll strips that, as long as you can sew strips together and cut them the way I tell you, and then put
Mhm.
them back together, you're good to go.
Okay, so just a reminder, this is Tutti Frutti right here, guys.
Hmm.
And this is Double Dip right here. And then this is Roulette. And those are the three that we are saying, tell us which of these three you're most excited about starting a quilt along with us for.
I love
The
that.
easiest, or the kind of the entry levels, would be the Tutti Frutti right here, or
Tutti
the
Frutti,
Eden.
yep, or Eden, or even Funfetti, which it's very attainable. And in all honesty, Luminous is very simple. It's just monotonous.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just a lot of small pieces.
Mhm.
So if you want to start with a beginner and they want to feel successful quickly, then
I
you're
go
going to say probably Tutti Frutti
Tutti Frutti or Eden.
or Edam.
Yeah,
Okay. I love it.
yeah.
So fun. Well, we are so excited to be able to help you in kicking off this gorgeous book.
I'm
And
excited
of course, all of
this
these amazing
fall.
tools and designs that we're going to be sharing with everyone. Again, don't forget, head on over to our giveaway page, enter to win the tools. And that's on our So Steady blog page. And then I'm going to go ahead and make it so all of your rulers, we get that extra 20% off on just the
And
templates, the quilting template designs, guys. So that's for ruler quilting and finishing your projects.
yep, and when you order your quilting rulers, make sure you know what thickness to get, because you can get any of these rulers in 1/4 inch high shank or low shank thickness. So I always have to
Yep.
make sure you know.
Perfect. Perfect. And then someone said, when will the book be ready to buy? So you can pre-buy it right now. It says right now it's not going to be available until July 3rd, but Sarah says it could be a lot sooner.
Yep, there's a good
So,
chance it arrives to us in the next couple weeks. There's a very
and Sarah, I feel like Sarah should probably be the first one to get our books, and we're going to get books from Sarah. So
well, there you
we're
go.
going to be ready to roll.
There we go.
So we'll keep you all posted that to opt to pre-buy and get those first books. And then it sounds like you're going to need to get your signing hand ready because they
Well,
want some signed books.
yeah, and I'm offering this to anyone. If you want it signed, if you want it like something in particular, to Joan, may you all
Mm-hmm.
quilt in color. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just have that ability, so when they do pre-order, that they can say that
Oh,
they want.
yeah, you can always put a comment on your order. So
Yeah.
that's actually a great idea. We can definitely send those
So if
over
you
to you,
want like
Bess.
actually something
Mm-hmm.
out, or just your name, or just something generic, I can come up with lots of happy
I
quilting.
love it. I love it. So someone asked, are the templates interchangeable between low and high shank? What's happening right now, Sarah?
Apparently, it's kaboom.
How did you
I don't
manage
know.
that?
I didn't do
That is incredible.
it. I wish I could
Uh,
smile. It hurts so bad.
oh wow. That's exciting. I've not seen that before. Um, Well, apparently someone was listening and they gave you a kaboom.
Apparently.
Uh,
So no, the answer is, are they interchangeable? No. Your machine, your ruler foot, and just the
Mhm.
way your machine is made, that will dictate the thickness of a ruler to use for quilting, using your ruler foot along the edges.
Okay, yeah. So it's important to know what machine you're going to be using these quilting templates for, and then choosing the right template
Mhm.
thickness for that machine. I will tell you, you know, for long arm, I would always suggest using long arm templates. If you have a high shank machine and a long arm machine, a lot of times you can actually kind of reduce the hop on your long arm and you might be able to use high shank on both.
Right.
I always
Well,
just
like,
say test it and just kind of
yeah,
see what you're comfortable with.
right.
Sometimes high shank machines you can also, be careful with the long arm. You just want to make sure that
Mhm.
that you can get all the way behind the foot.
Yeah. My
So,
particular domestic machine, I can use my 1/4 inch rulers with it, even though technically it's a high shank. I'm perfectly safe and I'm not going to hurt
mhm.
anything using my
So
quarter inch.
yeah. So we have kind of a general like rule of thumb, but we always say, it's proceed at your own risk. No.
Right. Right.
Give it a shot, try it out, and a lot of times you can do both.
Mhm.
Well, this has been so fun, and we are so excited to be sharing this amazing quilting book with all of you. Again, pre-sales are happening now. Our goal is to ship out by, they'll be ready by July 3rd, but it sounds like it could be sooner. We're giving you the opportunity to go ahead and get the signed copy of the book. And then, like we said, there is so much quilt along potential in this and all of the amazing tools. We're looking at building some quilting kits that include fabric and tools,
Right. And we're
paper
rolling out
pieces,
as we go, we will have more and more embroidery designs to go with. I would say
embroidery.
almost all of the patterns in the book will have either um, motifs that stand
I
alone that are
love it.
specifically for that quilt pattern, or some really cool edge to edge ones that we can work on any of them.
Yes, I
So
love it.
a lot coming. You're not just gonna buy. I'm very much just, I want to use everything to the most that I can. I don't want to
Yes.
buy one thing and just be like, well, I spent 22.99. Now what? Like, I want
Yeah, you want to
my
use it
tool,
multiple times.
right. I want my tools to work as quilting rulers, paperweights, cutting
Hmm.
guides, you know, ideas for where I'm going to put fabric. And
I
yeah,
love it.
I use
That's
everything.
perfect. That's great. Well, we are very excited to launch this with you and get everybody excited about all that's to come with this amazing book release. And you know what? More than anything, you are going to have a book that is going to just inspire you with color and quilt patterns
It is
and
such a pretty book.
opportunity.
So pretty. The colors in here are just so
I
much,
love it.
so much fun. And if rainbow isn't your thing, it's okay, because I show every single pattern done in an alternative fabric choice, coloring, that entire thing. You just, the sky's the limit with this one.
Yeah, that's so great. Well, again, thank you all so much for joining us today, and Sarah for being part of this, being the inspirer of all of this amazingness and creating
So
such gorgeous work that we get to just only hope that we can equal in your gorgeousness there. So, again,
oh,
this is the Rainbow Quilt Color Method book, and Sarah has joined us today to share all of these amazing quilts with you and your opportunity to win some of these awesome tools by telling us what's your most favorite. So we've got some opportunities for you to take advantage of some of her quilting designs as well, and that's going to be on our So Steady website and on Sarah's website, saridity.com. And that's 20% off. And then, of course, you have the opportunity to purchase and pre-buy the book. And the Posy Patch tools are on there right now.
mhm.
And we've got more to come. So we're so excited to hear from all of you. And yeah, and we'll be back on the 29th. to announce the
And
winners.
sorry, y'all, either Instagram or Facebook. If you are on those, follow me because there's a lot of
Yes.
good stuff coming this month and into June.
Oh, I
Like,
bet.
um,
Yeah. I'm just kicking off this book tour that you're doing. So you're doing a lot more. So I
you
would
have a lot.
definitely get over there and follow her.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, again, thank you all for joining us. And we'll be sharing the great news to the winners on the 29th. And in the meantime, we'll be picking some winners from the live today. So look for
Yep.
our post on that.
By this
And
meeting, Stacy and I will powwow. We'll figure out who our random winner is, and we'll let you all know.
yay. All right. Thanks, everyone. And we'll be seeing you soon. Have a wonderful